Tiggy's got the flamethrower. We're going to hit you with some straight fire here because it's every Sons of Anarchy Season 1 episode ranked. We've got 13 to go. Thoughts on it? Let's go. Great season.
Unlucky for some. There's 13 episodes to rank. Somebody has got to be last. But yeah, great season. A season that I think started off good. Started off great. Then it was like okay, but then I think towards the halfway part it got better and better and better. So
it gave us the characters, put them out a wee bit, and then brought us back in, and that's where we kick off.
Try to get out of here, pull me back in.
Episode 6, we have got AK-51. It comes in at final place because you know why? It was a very heavy piney episode. It had Nate
Beneke or whatever his name was, and I just didn't care for the
I
guy.
can look past the characters, but there's so many stupid decisions that go on in this episode that just don't.
Phoning him from Taylor Morrow, really? Oh, by the way, I'm going to see those guns that you bought off us, those illegal guns. Aye, landline phone.
It does have its plus points. I mean, Jax takes control, and it is like your first glimpse of seeing Jax as like
leadership.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, for me, it's the worst episode we've got. So.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it wasn't good. I mean, Nate, like they killed him all in the end. It was basically just a learning curve for a 75-year-old man who has done it all. He's his oxygen tank. He doesn't need it anymore. Even Clay couldn't be arsed. I mean, Gemma hits Cherry with a skateboard, which was alright, but again, that was really it, guys, if we're being honest. Why did you do that? Coming in at episode number 2, number 12 place.
Coming in at 12, it's episode number 2.
That's the one.
Right, that's it.
I mean, the smell of piney man put me off there. I fucking couldn't string a sentence together, but we've got Seeds. Again, we kind of begin our trek here as episodes that don't really have like a proper story. It's more about like, let's get to know these people. And what did you make of episode 2?
Coming off a really good premiere, I thought episode 2 was a bit disappointing.
It was basically like, let's learn about OP's family struggles and let's ask Piney for grow a dick. Take care of your business. Fuck you, man. And then we've got, have to dispose of the bodies that were in the warehouse. We get the introduction of David Hale, which was good. We have Trammell working with him, trying to get the bodies bleached, so to speak. But again, it was just more of that stuff. Then you've kind of got Jax.
Got a debut at Unser, I believe, as well.
Yeah, Unser as well. But you've also got Jax, Chibs, Juice, and Halfsack are kind of doing their own thing this episode. And it kind of... We do have the death of the Joyrider, which again, we'll get to that in another video, but it kind of felt like filler, that stuff, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's like Jax wanting not to kill people by using dead bodies was kind of just a way of fleshing out this episode, because they could have just went and killed a couple of Nords, as Tig said, and that would have been it. That would have been the episode. But then Jax had to go and... No! We have to use dead bodies. Then proceeds to getting a guy killed. So, Jackie boy, you're a wee bit hypocritical, son, aren't you?
I'd say so. Yes, I mean, that Joyrider, they really deserve a pickaxe to the back of the head.
I don't think he did. For a wee bit of bad driving, no. But coming in 11th place, we have episode 3, Fun Town. We have some pretty great lines and great moments in this episode. I feel like Jax and Clay properly come to blows here about the treatment of the clown and Elliot.
The guns arrive from Dunglow.
That's a act of war, Clay. Weeks would cripple. Months? Oh, fuck, brother.
So we get introduced to Michael McKeevy, who, first time and last time, decent character.
First and last appearance.
Same fucking scene. Oh, God. It was okay. Again, it felt similar to the episodes around it, whereas it was just like, didn't feel like it was canon to me. It felt like, well, let's have a random episode where we... It was
kind of a way to show you that, like, the Suns are bad, but, they look out for their people.
Hey, anything happens
at the right price.
Yeah.
Like, Clay's doing it for, like, the good of the town, so to speak, but, I mean, he's getting leverage on Elliot.
Would they really put all the resources behind finding this guy if there wasn't the ulterior motive of getting the fingerprints and getting leverage on Elliot?
No, I don't think he would have.
I mean, because I think all the other shit they've got to deal with, I mean, their guns and stuff. I mean, I don't know, man.
I mean, there is a good element of comedy in this. We've got Halfsack on the wee bike, floating about, driving about in the wee scooter brother, which I thought was pretty good. But it was weird just seeing, like,
he asked for a lift, and then...
Unless you grow tits, prospect.
Really good dialogue. But yeah, overall for me, the episode wasn't that great.
Coming in, though, at number 10 with episode 5, and I believe this one is
Giving back.
Giving back, that is the name of it. We've got Kyle Hobart with the introduction of Otto and Chucky in this one. Looking back, it's like a very comedy-filled episode, especially with Chucky.
Considering the seriousness of it towards the end, like.
Yeah, with Kyle, but again...
I guess this was his way of giving back, though, to the club.
No, that's it. Giving his back, exposing the back. I like that one, but with this, it just feels more like a learning episode. It's
giving back, you literally gave us back.
No, but do you not feel like obviously we've talked about it before, but these episodes at the start are kind of like get to know the club. This episode's basically to get to show you when you're at the club, that's it, you're done.
I still stand by it was a little bit harsh, like, but
it was a little bit harsh, but at the end of the day, rules are made to be broken. Well, that's what Kyle thinks. They're supposed to be followed here in Sam Crow, and Kyle didn't follow them.
If you don't follow the rules, there's no point.
Do you think Kyle still sticks to his bed sheets? Or do you think his back is these days, 15 years later?
I don't know, man. Fucking grim even thinking about it.
I know, he was stuck to the tarmac. Fucked him at the side of the fan, man. He's lying on... Not good, like bloody Chester Bennington in Saw 7. But anyway, next up with episode 10, which is Better Half. I feel like out the second half of the season, it's definitely the worst episode.
Yeah, it's called Better Half, but it certainly wasn't the better half of the second half of season 1.
It was in the better half, but it wasn't the better half. You know,
it was just, it just wasn't that good.
It focuses on Stall's like, right, we're not going to go after the members, we're going to go after the women and people associated to the club. And it was kind of like, right, so we're going to go for the jobbers then.
Yeah.
Like, you get a lot of, like, Cherry, you get a lot of Luann, and I'm not saying they're awful.
Yeah,
but...
I don't mind Cherry and Luann, but I don't really want them being the focal point of an episode. Like,
and they were.
Yeah, they were. I mean,
like, you do obviously get club stuff, but like, oh, we've got to break into the police station. You get a funny scene where answers, like, taking place in the Foat. That's all good.
I love that scene. Put your hand down. That was fucking brilliant.
Piney fucking sticks his oxygen tank about 12 inches deep into his fucking nose.
Oh god.
What's he all about, Piney?
Unser's the man.
Unser is the fucking man. Coming in though, at number 8 we have got Patchover. It's one of the better episodes at the start of the series, but I feel like there's always something off with Patchover. I think it's still...
The timing or the...
Not the timing, I just feel like the shootout with the mines, what they do it in broad daylight. It seems like, yeah, like Jury gets shot and like no one really dies, and it's like, what the fuck was the point of this? Obviously Jax does it so like, you know, it makes the Mayans aware of stuff and, you know, they can get protection to Jury to help him out.
Were they trying not to kill any Mayans here? Or was this plot armor? Were the Suns sending a message?
I think it was an element of sending a message.
I think someone did get shot. Like,
loads of people. I think a few people got flash wounds, but no one really died. But again, it is a bit. And Cone's fucking sitting there taking pictures of the whole thing.
Like, he's a police officer. Like, I mean,
he's one guy, mate. There's about 40 on 40. What do you want him to do? The wee noncer. He can't really do much. I mean, he could have phoned it in. Right, I'll give you that.
So you tell me if Cone gets out the car and says police, he gets murdered?
Probably.
Well,
if the Suns wouldn't do it, I'd say the Mayans would do it. Also in this episode, some good stuff with Tig gets his ass bit. We've got Juice as well.
Some of the dialogue, yeah, between Juice and Tig. Why you gotta be like that, man?
Exactly, but why you gotta be like 7? 7, 7, because 7 is 7, and we've got episode 7. Thoughts on episode 7? A lot of 7s.
It was better than that wee fucking intro into it, I'll tell you that.
Well, this one's called Old Bones, and this is when you properly get into the story, because episode 6 ends as episode 7 begins. You've got Cone following Tara and Jax, but at this point, old bones have been dug up, and who do they belong to? Oh, Senior and a couple of dead Mayans. Again, it's weird, because Lowell's not really a massive character in the show, but this is an episode properly centered on the guy, and I feel like he stepped up.
I liked him. It's just a shame that after this you don't really get much of him. Like
he's in like a bit of the final couple of episodes, but nothing major, and just more stuff with Cone where Jack's frozen through the barber shop window.
Yeah, and they have to break into the hospital and try and get rid of the evidence. Pull those teeth, motherfucker.
Pull those teeth, motherfucker. But coming in next at number 6,
we also had Bobby fucking hitting on Cherry, like, which was a wee bit.
It was a wee bit noncy, like. It definitely was. But coming in at number 6 with episode 11, Capybara. And we've got this episode, which basically is Tig and Clay coming to the realisation that
Opie has turned on his Clay.
Bobby gets arrested.
He's got to go.
Opie's no sitting at the table. Opie's in Witsec. And I think we actually might have gave Opie MVP for this episode, but I do feel like this is Opie's best episode. We get good sit down, talk
Am I
with him and
good with you,
stuff.
Clay? Yeah, you're good with me, brother. Until you turn around, you get 2 bullets in the back of the head. Yeah, I like that.
The talking in this just feels far more important, doesn't it? Like when
Yeah.
Stoll and Opie are talking, like it's like fucking like a personal vendetta against them. Like the rivalry has begun.
Storylines and dialogue is what truly makes shows. I like it. I like action, right? When it's needed. Totally get that. But see without dialogue, see without a storyline, see without characters you care about, it's just fucking
Action is irrelevant without storyline.
Yeah.
Take a note, New Japan. Following up, we've got Hell Followed, and just spends this episode with his fingers or his hand up Cammy Hayes' ass.
Plucked up the arse of Cameron Hayes, bro.
What are you doing there, Beaner boy?
Have you got your hands in my... No, they're not in. They're up your ass. Oh,
Much better.
That's pretty gay, too.
I like this. Good scenes between Unser and Clay. Good scenes between Clay and Darby. Good scenes between Clay and Alvarez.
Yeah, the sit-down in the prison, man, that done it for me.
It's like each sit down get better, and then he sat with all his sons, and it's like
I
I'm
sat
the
with
daddy.
Alvarez today. What? How?
You did that on your own? Well, I got a compromise that could sort everyone. And of course, in this episode, we
You know what? Fucking Clay actually did. This is... You can't say, oh, this was one of Clay's bad... Clay was great here.
Absolutely.
Even from like a moral standpoint, and Penny still...
Moro, ho ho. And Piney still called him it.
Trying you did a deal with Alvarez by yourself. I mean, fuck off. Like, so what would you rather? You got Alvarez in the prison and shanked him?
I know.
If you done that, you'd be, hey man, you started a war, Clay.
We did have the death though of Isaiah Alvarez and also Brennan Hefner, so notable deaths, good stuff.
Well, notable deaths to us, not really to Marcus. I mean,
No, Marcus.
the guy killed his own son. I still can't go for that.
Can't be arsed with it. But episode 13, the finale, comes in at number 4. A good finale, but it was like, what I liked about it, I said at the time, it felt more like the season 2 premiere in my opinion, because like episode, no spoilers here, episode 12, you know, like it ends with a massive cliffhanger, but then you get the aftermath in the finale, which then ends another cliffhanger, but what's going to happen next? If this was The Walking Dead, guys, it would have been like, fuck you, so you're going to wait 9 months till the rest comes out.
If this was The Walking Dead, Tig would have fucking aimed the gun at the back of the truck. He would have put his finger on the trigger, and it would end it.
Exactly, but I like the finale. John the Revelator, Jack's beating up Tig. Juan the Revelator. Coming in at number 3, we've got the pilot. We have got Numero Uno, where it all began. Great introduction
I was
episode.
searching for the name, but it's actually just called The Pilot.
Yeah, most pilots will be called the pilot. And again, I feel like, one of the best pilots you'll see in TV.
Yeah, getting introduced to all the characters for the first time. Like it's like deadly serious, but at the same time, like fucking loads of like comedy elements throughout the show as well. Get introduced to all the members, straight into this war with the Mayans, straight into the needing to get their gun back. Straight, you get the show starts and the Suns are in a sticky situation. You get introduced to the Mayans, you get introduced to the Niners, get introduced to everybody here. So to even get introduced to fucking Jack's new baby. So I mean,
Exactly, yeah, a lot of good stuff.
Toaster Boy. I mean, it's just
Great stuff. But coming in at number 2 with episode 8. And in this one, of course, we do have the meet between Cammy Hayes coming in. He's like, Michael's deed, brother. Tig and Clay are like, oh, it's alright. We'll just need a wee bit of ID. Wee bit of fishing. Don't really get why this was completely... I mean, anyone could have went fishing with the guy.
here's me and McKeevy there fishing for trout.
Goddamn right.
Salmon fishing there, laddie.
We do get 2 botched hits in this episode. Cammy Hayes gets shot in the ass, of course. And we get all that good stuff.
Darby loses the rest of his men.
And women.
He only had one good guy, Whistler. He jobbed it early on, and then he lost the rest of his crew. Fuck me, no wonder Darby feels like a bum. See, by the end of season 1, he's got nobody left. So I'm just a one-man band.
I need the Sobel connection.
Yeah.
And also,
Weston.
Cone gets killed by Jax. And finally, coming in at numero uno, we have got episode 12, The Sleep of Babies. Just a great episode.
The sleep of Donna Winston.
Aye, the sleep of Donna, man. Sleeping with a mini Uzi.
All in favour of Donna Winston meeting Mr. Mayhem. But it's a 2-man vote between Tig and Clay.
Unanimous.
I proxy everyone else's fault.
We fought this shit tonight in the the dark. The lights aren't on. Gavel, good night.
Wait, hold on here. Could Clay... See, I mean, episode 12 aside, see if Clay... Could Clay, like... Could he never have a... So you can't have a vote unless either every member's there or their vote has been proxied?
I think so.
Even if it's like...
I can't recall if vote were, like, if they weren't there, they didn't get a proxy.
So even if it's like, yo, what beer do you want to order for tonight's party? Budweiser or Heineken?
That's not a vote, though.
I suppose you would need every member there, or else Clay could have went, yeah, well, me and Tig voted on this. We proxied the rest.
No, remember we voted to kill Opie's wife? What do you mean, brother?
I Piney, you were there.
Great opener, great ending, great middle. Very good.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly the best episode of the season, in my opinion.
I think so.
It'll be up there in terms of best episodes of the show. So
one of the best deaths, and like, again, that death led to... We've recently uploaded a video, by the way, ranking all the deaths from season 1 of Sons of Anarchy. If you want to go and check that out, then go and do it. But yeah, this Donna death literally carried on for
seasons.
3-4 seasons. So
that's it, guys.
If anything, you could argue it affected the entire show, because not only that, it does affect Opie. Opie essentially kind of just gives up in life because he's not got his wife anymore. He's not got his fucking piss-stained da. And then once Opie dies, Jax just spirals out of control and is hell-bent on revenge. So, I mean, essentially Donna dying here just ruined the show. Not in a bad way, but I mean, it just like...
It killed Sam
sent
Crow.
everything to shit, aye.
The dishwasher killed Sam Crow. But anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time.
That's what happens when you run out of fairy up liquid.
Till next time, though, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.